guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do Hudson's 1 year update. That is just crazy to me. I cannot believe he is already 1 year old. Technically he is 13 months going on 14 months old by the time I finally get around to making this video. Lots of things going on. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give like a little update on our little guy. And yeah, I was just reminiscing on the other videos that I made of his like 6-month, 9-month updates, and I cannot believe how little he used to be. And I'm so glad I'm making these videos because you forget how tiny they are. Yeah, when they just keep growing up, so it's so sad, but happy too. Hudson is definitely a wild child. He started walking when he was 10 months old, and he's been on the go ever since. He is running around, pushing things over, climbing on them, likes to do the no hands kind of thing. Like, he is just a wild child. And my in-laws always said, Eli, we cannot wait till you have a kid because he's going to be exactly like you were when you were little. And so far, I'm assuming they're correct because he is definitely a wild child. My parents always said I was kind of quiet and like shy and always wanted to be with them. He is very outgoing, go up to anybody. So yeah, that's pretty funny to see his little personality grow. It is so fun to see. Right now, he absolutely loves animals. Specifically dogs and cats, just because my sister has cats, we have a dog, my parents have a dog, any dog that he sees he loves, so that is so fun. He tries to chase them around, pet them. Not the nicest. He's kind of still learning how to be gentle and pet that way, but he is so cute around, like he's yelling, dog, or I swear he's saying Bob right now, which is my parents' dog, so that's pretty funny. He is a big animal lover. Hudson loves to be outside, which is nice that it's finally nice outside, but it's kind of hot, so I don't love it right now just because it is so hot, but once we go outside with him, if we try to go back inside after a little bit, he just screams, cries, hates leaving outside. He loves it so much. So that's fun. I love that he's a little outdoors guy. He's definitely talking a lot more. He started a new daycare just for the summer basically because the other one closed. And so he's definitely talking a lot more. He's with the older kids, like 14 to 2 years I think, and he's been in there for 2 months. So he's definitely learning to talk a lot, and he's very vocal, but it is so fun to see how much he is changing, and he's eating a lot better. I know I was a little worried before he turned 1, because he would put the food in his mouth and then he'd spit it out. He wasn't really like actually eating it, and now he is eating us out of our home. Like, he will eat literally anything. If you are eating it, he wants to eat it too, which is hard if it's like spicy or he just can't have it. And he does not like sitting in his high chair. So again, he is just a really busy boy. So I usually sit in this chair behind me for supper, and then he comes up and I feed him, and then he runs around, and then I feed him again, and we're doing what we can to feed him because he does not like to stay still. So sometimes we try the high chair if we're all sitting at the table, but sometimes when I'm just exhausted, I sit in the chair and I feed him that way, and he's eating either way, so fine by me. We did have his 1-year photo shoot. It was a little before, it was probably like 11 months when he was 11 months old, just because I wanted them for his 1-year birthday. So we got those done with the same lady who has been doing our pictures since Eli and I got married. She's been doing all of our like big moment, like wedding, and then when we found out we were pregnant, and then like newborn pictures, she's been taking them all. So it was just so fun for her to see him growing up too. We tried doing like a smash cake with him, and I didn't know how this was gonna go because he doesn't, he's young, he doesn't eat sweets really, so I didn't know if he was gonna love it or not, and at the same time he wasn't eating the best still too, so I really didn't know how it was gonna go. So I made just like a box cake with canned frosting on it for some pictures, to do like a smash cake photo shoot basically. And he wanted nothing to do with the cake. He like barely touched it. He did not like that. We tried putting some in his mouth and he was like gagging. Like he was not a fan, so, which was pretty cute. But so yeah, that was a fail. But the pictures turned out really cute. We got some of him like running around, sitting in a chair, stuff like that. So at the end, I'll definitely include those pictures, but he's such a cute little guy. Then we did have his 1-year birthday. We did it here at the house, which was really nice. It was kind of cold that day because it was the beginning of May, so you just never know how the weather is going to be, because I believe the next day after his birthday, it was really hot, so, but it was fine. We had a lot of people show up, which was great, friends and family. Eli grilled on the grill. He made hamburgers, brats. We had like, side salad, some treats, fruit, chips, stuff like that. So it was really easy. Nothing too fancy. And then the theme was one happy dude, just because he's always been so smiley, so happy, and he's my little dude. So it was like the perfect theme for him, with like the smiley face, So I got everybody's shirts, my parents, sister, and then Eli's parents and his brother, and then us, and then Hudson all wore these shirts that said one happy, and then mama, dada, and whatever they were to him. So I'll insert that picture too. That turned out really cute. And then for his smash cake for his birthday, I was like, I'm not doing the cake because I think that was too sweet for him. So I did banana bread instead with like a sweet glaze over it. He devoured that thing. And again, I got some good pictures, but he absolutely loved it. I knew he loved banana bread, so I was like, sure, let's just do that. Like, I don't care if it's like a cake or whatever. And he absolutely tore into it. So, yeah, it was perfect. And he got so many presents. Like, we have to like re-gift some because he has so many. And like, he doesn't even, like, he has so many toys. He forgets he has all of these toys. And Eli and I try and hide some and then bring them back so that it's like exciting for him, and he thinks they're new but they're really not, and the kid has a lot of toys, so it was just a lot. But we're very thankful for our friends and family who took time out of their day to come celebrate Hudson, and he was a champ. He did really good. He wasn't like emotional or anything like that. He had a really good time. So like I said before, he is still going to daycare. He goes like 4 or 5 times a week, and it kind of depends if my mom's able to watch him or not. She's busy with things too, so if she is watching him, it's 1 or 2 times a week. And then my father-in-law, Steve, his grandpa, comes and kind of lets my mom take a break, so she goes home and then he watches him for like an hour or 2 before Eli or I get home from work. So he gets to see 2 grandparents in one day, and he is, again, super loved. And he's just getting all of these great, like, moments and memories with his grandparents that I had when I was growing up. So I'm super grateful for living back home. I know, like, I always want to move back home, but I do miss Colorado a lot. Like, there's just so much to do outdoorsy. I felt like we were more active and more going on hikes, going to visit places just because it was new. And now that we're home, we're just kind of, there's nothing really to explore because we grew up here. So, but it's definitely worth it being close to family and watching him get relationships with his grandparents. And when his aunts and uncles and stuff like that. So it's perfect. I did make it a year with breastfeeding for Hudson, and I am very proud of myself. It is hard, 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 hard. And where I work, I talk about breastfeeding a lot with moms, and I like knew it was hard. You know, it just seems like a lot of work, but then when you go through it, it is so hard, especially the older that they get and the more active they get. Like, it's a lot of time and effort, so I'm really proud I made it a year. I know some people go to 2, and good for you, great for you, but by like 9-10 months, Hudson wasn't breastfeeding anymore, like on me. I was just pumping, and that was not fun, just being hooked up to a pump all the time, and then having to clean it and all of this stuff. Just, I was ready, but I wanted to make it to a year, and I did, and I'm so proud of myself. And he's been doing great with whole milk now. He's not using a bottle. We got rid of that at like a year, and he is doing really good. I'm really proud of him. There's just so many new things that I need to do. So we're trying to brush his teeth. He's not a fan of like the texture on his mouth, like of the bristles. And I've heard that from like other parents. But I am going to schedule like a pediatric dentist appointment for him. I know he's like 13 months, and depending on the doctor or the dentist that you go to, they say to go sooner than later, just so that they get comfortable with the experience. So I don't want him to be scared of the dentist. I hate going to the dentist. Eli doesn't either. So I think if we just start going now, and they can just, you know, keep an eye on his teeth. He has 7 teeth right now. 3 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and so yeah, if they're just keeping an eye on it too, since he's not a big fan of brushing, I don't know like how well we're doing with it, so it'll just make me feel better too. But yeah, this is my little update. I mean, it probably was a lot of rambling and stuff, but now I'm gonna include some of the pictures from just recently, I guess, and like from his 1-year photo shoot, his birthday, and just compile all of the pictures that I have. I have a lot on my phone, but they're all so cute. And how can you not take a picture of your cute, adorable kid? Like, I bet every mom's phone is filled with pictures. So thank you for watching, and enjoy the pictures at the end.